Welcome back to Stormy Days, the podcast. There's always a storm on the internet, and we are back. Hey, girl.
Hey.
You look so pretty today. I love that hair color on you. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So, today we just wanted to come on and have a little discussion on a couple of topics that have been swirling the internet. I guess, um, you know, the White House has been dragged for honoring trans women on International Women's Day. And then the other topic, excuse me, that we're going to talk about is the bank crisis with Silicon Valley Bank, and is this leading to other things that we are in preparation for? Again, welcome back to Stormy Days, the podcast. Misty, what's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just here to see what's up with everybody. What's up with Women of Courage Awards?
Um, so the White House has been dragged for honoring trans woman on International Women's Day, and her name is Alba Rueda, a transgender woman who serves as Argentina's special envoy for sexual orientation and gender identity, which I don't really know what that means, being an envoy. But she was honored and was giving the International Woman of Courage Award at a ceremony by First Lady Jill Biden and the Secretary of State. Um,
Oh, they threw the trans women a bone of representation to be nice.
Now, what do
Oh,
you mean by that?
like it just seems kind of like something to do to be politically correct and to gain attention and to just to maybe incite certain people and throw a bone to others who might feel, wow, this is amazing.
So you think they did it just to like make the community think that they were inclusive? It wasn't like a real gesture.
Yeah, I think so, but it also could lead to negative consequences if people have a negative reaction and are very upset about it. It
I
could be a way to make us look just like, oh, we threw him a bone. There it is. Look, front and center.
I thought that they could have selected someone a little bit better. Like, I think there's a lot of women that could have gotten that award. For example, I think they could have given it to maybe Laverne Cox, who's been like well known in the Hollywood scene. She's been doing a lot of advocacy for trans women. Now they said International Women's Day, so maybe it's because she was from a different country or whatever the case may be. But I believe that there was other women who deserved that award. Carmen Carrera, she's Hispanic. Candace Kane. I mean, I just think that there could have been just a different choice. And I agree with you, girl. I think that low key, it's a double-edged sword. Like it, it's like it incites anger amongst like a group of people, predominantly women, is where I'm going. Like some women felt like, are they trying to like overstep our boundaries? Are they trying to like take our position? Are they trying to replace us? Like it does seem like a double-edged sword because I mean, I'm all for trans women getting awards and being recognized, but at the same time, is this gonna be like a double-edged sword? Will this incite anger in other communities and make other communities not like us?
Like throwing a rock into a hornet's nest.
I often wonder because I'm thinking to myself, okay, um, again, I am honored that a trans woman, was recognized and given that award, but I also think the selection could have been a better selection. There's a
Like, I
lot of
wonder if they felt like some kind of pressure to have the most modern, most relevant, like, candidates to put, like, for courage, for the courage to step outside and be brave.
I think there was a list of women, like I said, Laverne Cox, Candace Kane, Carrera, Janet Mock. Um, Rain Valdez. She's an
Maybe because
Asian
those are
trans.
celebrity women. Those are famous celebrity women more so, and they wanted more of a political activism type of person.
Okay, I can see where that goes. Um, but I have a question. Do you think that this makes it seem like we're trying to like replace women? Like I've heard a lot of conversation, like I saw a show on The Five, and which is a Fox show, The Five. And the judge on the show really felt like she was being replaced as a woman and it's overstepping boundaries. Was this an appropriate award for us? Was this kind of low key shade on both parties? Like we're throwing women shade, we're throwing trans women shade. Like, or was this the right time and need for this type of award?
Maybe both of those, because in general, there is a certain erasure of women when it comes to like being able to develop babies in little test tubes and in little. They have a way to make them like it's almost like a hive with a whole bunch of pods, and the babies are being made in pods. It makes a certain erasure of, uh, do we really need you? It sounds horrible, but I think that's the feeling that some women get, and others of them probably are unbothered. They probably don't care about it.
So what Misty's talking about is there's an article about developing fetuses without the need of like a womb in the sense of like an artificial
And that
semi
says to me an erasure of women. That right there. More
ex-
so than this award. I think the award is like for publicity, like to throw a little excitement up into the scene.
yeah, so I think so. Well, what Misty's talking about is um babies being developed artificially. Um, and I know that they've already got these facilities already started. They have the world's first artificial womb facility that's already being started. And you're suggesting that that's more of erasing women opposed to a trans woman getting an award.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying. It's things like that that make me feel like there's kind of an erasure, like an erasure of of femininity and womanhood and motherliness.
Mhm.
Like,
I think it's going hand in hand. I think like the idea of pushing trans women in positions that were known for women and the idea of growing kids artificially, it definitely can be persuaded that way. But at the same time, I also want to give recognition to Miss Rudia, who did get that award because it speaks volume. I don't know what she does or more about the envoy of the sexual identity and orientation, but it sounds like she has a good position where she's helping others. And when I was in, you know, beginning stages, I didn't have a lot of help. So congratulations to her and congratulations to trans women. We're just going in the conversation of, is this a double-edged sword? Will this incite other anger? And is this part of that agenda that they talk about, this woke agenda, which I'm still trying to understand what that even means, woke agenda. Um,
forward thinking
is
of the
that what it is?
times, very
Forward
now.
thinking? I mean, there's liberal. So like, where is this going? You have like the woke, the liberal, the left. It's like so many different subdivisions within these divisions. It's crazy. We'll definitely get more into this artificial womb, but definitely congratulations to Miss Alba Rueda for getting that award. But we want to point out that women are beautiful, women are special, women are amazing, and they deserve their spaces. However, this is a great accomplishment for that transgender person. If it's being honored in the way that it should be, in the sense that she's doing amazing work and they want to, be inclusive. But sometimes I think we don't have to be so inclusive where it steps on women's toes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to step on any woman's toes. I do want to be inclusive, but at the same time, I want to be fair and just. So, moving right along, we're now going to talk about the bank scandal with Silicon Valley Bank.
Where's
Um,
my money?
it was
That's
so
what
many
they're saying. Where's my money?
it was so many people in the line. It was like a line of 50 plus people. They went to get their coins and there was no coins to be given. Girl, what would you do if you went to get your coins and there was no coins to be given?
Gag.
So a few days ago, that bank was had a total collapse, and it was, one of the most prominent lenders in the world. And what's really low key a gag for me is, so I do a lot of direct sales, and we use, it's gonna be admitted, artificial intelligence sometimes to push our sales and push messaging, and we do have multiple social media accounts where we ask people, have they heard of Storm Secret Sin, and invite them to make a purchase. So it's kind of like force feeding and pushing advertisement. And so I wanted to move out of that and move into like an online store opposed to doing direct sales. It's more lucrative to do direct sales because you can raise and lower your price point opposed to having like a store where people just go and it's one set price. So example, if I decide to, use different platforms and sell in Atlanta, I could probably raise it from, an $18 perfume to a $24 perfume, etc. So there's different ways to do direct sales. Um, so I was like, you know what? I've used Linktree, I've had a website. Why don't I try like an online store? I've been hearing a lot about Shopify and all these things. And I almost signed up for Etsy because I've heard a lot of reviews about Etsy, and I heard a lot of people have had success with Etsy. I do believe you have to pay like a monthly subscription.
Mhm.
And that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it, because I was like, oh, I have to give coins now. I'm a capitalist, right? I might go away. But all jokes aside, I was thinking about doing Etsy, and Etsy just so happens to be linked to Silicon Valley Bank. So imagine generating income and then all of a sudden, poof, your coins is gone. And that's what happened with Silicon Valley Bank. They lost their coins, and it was talking about some of the reasons as to why they lost some of their money is due to mismanagement, and like inflation and inflating the amount of money that they actually had. And when you are a bank and you're intaking money but you're lending more money than you have, and then people go to withdraw their funds, you can't do that.
Dried
and
up. This is with a
and
well dried up. No more coins. Oops.
Elon Musk has been saying that he wanted to buy the bank, but the side effects of him purchasing the bank would be, it will be all digital. Are we moving to how China is, where everything is digital and your coin is digital, and if you're not a good
Invisacoin. Instead
in
of a Visacoin.
Invisacoin, that is a good one. Um, but
Where is it?
imagine going to work and getting your paycheck, and then you jaywalked, and they said, oh, I'm deducting $250 for jaywalking. I mean, that's what it's like over in China. They get points.
Personal credit score.
And if your points are at a certain level, you get deductions. Jaywalking. So many people jaywalk. So many people spit on the ground. Sometimes when when I used to be outside, guys would just go, ah, and I was like, oh my God, it's so disgusting. That would be points. Littering would be points. I mean, people will have low, 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 low credit scores, and that means their coins will get lower and lower and lower. But Musk had made a mention that he was going to buy that bank, and customers are going to have to get used to having digital coins. I mean, what do you think about this digital future and digital coin?
I think it's absurd and ridiculous because just to have your money, like you can't reach into your pocket and pull out a $20 bill. You have to just have it invisible on like a number. It's just like a number. It's an illusion. It's a mirage. At any moment it could boop. And then what do you do? Who do you contact? What could you do in that instance if they don't want to give it back? Or if the bank just implodes and up and vanishes?
I think it's like a loss in so many ways. Like when I think about work, you go to work, you get a paper check, and then you cash your paper check, you get paper money. I mean, yeah, I get it. Paper money is not as great either, but at least it was that piece of America that we held on to, that one piece of a dream of if I just save up enough of this money, I can buy this, and just counting your money. There's something about having cash and being able to just count your cash and count your money. And all of a sudden you got to count your points and, you know, get your
Well,
little
imagine
digital.
every move, every financial move you make being monitored and basically monitored every step you make with money. If it's on a card or on some type of digital currency, it's definitely going to be very regulated, very monitored, very tapped by taxes. Every little move, pay up.
I also think it's that you're at a greater risk of getting like hacked and getting your coins snatched. And
That's another factor that's definitely a disadvantage to a digital coin.
that's what kind of like scares me. You say you go to work and then all of a sudden you get your paycheck and you're at the grocery store and you go to scan your phone and they're like, no coins. And you're like, what? I just got my check. And then poof, your coins are gone.
Worse than getting your Facebook hacked. Every
I'm
coin
not
gone.
so sure I will want digital coin. And I know Elon Musk is, trying to do his thing and, be the next big dominator, monopoly individual, buying up everything, bought up Twitter. Low key, I heard, and this is just allegedly,
Allegedly.
he really only bought Twitter for his Neuralink company to link different things and whatever that may be. But I can't imagine having digital money. And I mean, I saw a store that's in Switzerland. You literally just walk in and you scan your phone and it tells the store how much money you have. And you literally just pick up what you want and then you walk out. There's no cashiers, there's no one there to help you. You literally just walk in, put your phone down, scans your phone, and then it tells the store you have $300 to spend. And then you just go and you buy whatever you want and then walk out.
Little
Can we
invasive
have
much? Little invasive much?
what happened? I mean, I'm telling you, there's nothing like cold hard cash. There's nothing. I would be completely ruined because first of all, I'm not good in math like adding up and subtracting your points and your digital coin. I like cash and I hope we keep cash. Cash is the key to America. Never lose cash. If we lose cash, what's the American dream? I think cash and money plays a huge role in the American dream and working and getting paid and just looking at your money. Um, it goes hand in hand with America. You know, we cannot lose cash. We need to keep cash. Cash circulates. You'll see a lot of businesses go out of business because, you know, I also feel like when it goes digital, you'll be forced to only possibly be able to buy at certain places. Like if the owners of these digital facilities don't like certain farmers or companies or businesses, they can block you. Oh, your phone doesn't work, your card doesn't work, your digital wallet doesn't work here. So it's pretty scary when you think about it. So let's keep cash, bring on the cash, roll in the cash, let's keep cash.
Money
Any last
showers.
words?
Yes. I think we need to keep cash. And I think that the earlier story that we gave was kind of like when they gave Caitlyn Jenner Glamorous Woman of the Year. Like, did they really feel that way, or were they trying to just like push an agenda? I'm still stuck on that. And the fact that if the currency was invisible, the error that could happen. That's too much risk. That's all I got to say. Too much risk. It
We're
could
going.
glitch.
I'm too busy counting my Invisacoin. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.